Welcome to another game of Peasant featuring Josh playing Dimir Psychatog versus Tristan playing Mono Black Control. Josh starts the game by playing Serum Visions. The passer turns back and forth for a while, with Josh casting Brainstorm at the end of Tristan's turn. Josh then plays a very early game Psychatog. Tristan then casts Echoing Decay targeting the Atog. Josh puts the Psychatog into his graveyard until he is reminded what Psychatog does. It's not his deck, by the way. Josh exiles 2 cards in his graveyard with Psychatog. On his turn, Tristan draws and casts Diabolic Edict, actually killing the Psychatog. Josh casts Fact or Fiction at the end of Tristan's 4th turn. Tristan makes a pile of Memory Lapse and Accumulated Knowledge against the pile of Island, Swamp, Ghastly Demise, which hits no creatures in Tristan's deck. Josh takes the lands. Josh plays Dismal Backwater and gains a life. Josh casts another Fact or Fiction at the end of Tristan's turn. Trying to keep Josh off creatures, Tristan puts the Delvers in a pile with the Ghastly Demise, and then a separate pile of a 3rd Fact or Fiction and Diabolic Edict. Josh takes the Delvers and then casts 1 on his turn. Tristan consumes Spirits of Delver for 1, which Josh counterspells. Tristan then casts Spinning Darkness, exiling 3 cards in his graveyard and dealing the Delver 3 damage. Tristan gains 3 life. On his turn, Josh casts his next Delver of Secrets and then casts Ponder. On his turn, Tristan casts Tendrils of Corruption on the Delver for 7, but Josh counterspells it. Tristan then casts Innocent Blood, with Josh sacking the Human Wizard. On his next turn, Tristan targets himself with Sign in Blood, drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life. Josh draws 2 cards without losing life, with Accumulated Knowledge at the end of Tristan's turn. Josh then casts Psychatog on his turn. Tristan casts Innocent Blood. In response, Josh casts Brainstorm and then counterspells the sorcery. Josh attacks on his turn with no effects from Tristan. Josh discards and exiles cards from his graveyard and deals Tristan 8 damage. Tristan just passes his next turn, running short of cards at the moment. Josh attacks again, discarding 1 card and dealing 2 damage. Tristan signs in Blood again on his turn, and in response, Josh brainstorms and then casts Memory Lapse, countering the spell. On his turn, Josh counts the cards in his hand and yard, but still does not have enough damage to take Tristan out this turn. Josh attacks and deals Tristan 3 damage, pitching 2 land cards. On his turn, Tristan finally resolves Sign in Blood, drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life, hoping he draws an out to Psychatog, since he is now in kill range after the blood. Tristan casts Tendrils on the Psychatog, attempting to deal it 11 damage and gain 11 life, but Josh Diabolic Edicts the Psychatog, sacrificing it so that Tristan doesn't gain the life. Josh also has not seen any creatures from his opponent's deck yet. Losing his last Psychatog, Josh takes his turn. The guys pass the turn back and forth for a few turns, until eventually Tristan casts Consume Spirit on Josh for 11 life, which Josh is unable to counter. Josh again passes the turn and Tristan looks through Josh's exiled and graveyard, revealing he only has 2 Delvers left as his only way to kill Tristan at this point. Tristan casts Crypt Rats and passes. At the end of Tristan's turn, Josh casts Disfigure targeting the rats, and in response, Tristan discovers that Josh is at 10 life. Tristan then activates the rats for exactly 10, dealing 10 damage to both players, winning the game for Mono Black Control against a powerful Psychatog deck. We hope you enjoyed this game of Peasant. Make sure to come back later for more Peasant gameplays. See you soon!